Since Michael Brantley singled in the third inning, Masahiro Tanaka has allowed a fielder's choice to Alex Bregman and absolutely nothing else, with 8 straight batters being dispatched with seemingly minimal effort. That includes a top of the 5th in which he dispatched the top of the Astros batting order, with the only difficult out being Michael Brantley's liner to right that was snagged by a diving Aaron Judge. Judge's ruling, out number alcspic.twitter.com/r6glamwgki. Zach Greinke was not nearly as sharp. He allowed a 1-out single to right from DJ LeMahieu before falling behind 3-0 against Aaron Judge in an at-bat that eventually went 8 pitches and resulted in a walk. With Greinke up to 83 pitches, and Houston clinging to a 2-run lead, manager A.J. Hinch had seen enough, and he replaced his number 3 starter with Ryan Presley. The Houston reliever walked Aaron Hicks to load the bases, bringing up Gleyber Torres, who Presley was able to strike out on 6 pitches, getting the 3rd strike on a checked swing, though Torres vehemently disagreed with the call. There was a brief delay when Houston's catcher, Robinson Chirinos, was struck in the arm by a follow-through, but Presley got out of the jam by striking out Edwin Encarnacion to end the inning, preserving the 3-1 lead. A perfect inning for both pitchers kept things awfully quiet. Masahiro Tanaka showed no signs of having let a difficult third inning get to him. He got Carlos Correa to line out to left, Robinson Chirinos to ground out to short, and then got out of the inning when Josh Reddick flied out to deep left. Zach Greinke was able to match Tanaka's perfection. He got Brett Gardner to chase a pitch that bounced just after it crossed home plate for his 5th strikeout of the night, retired the ice-cold Gary Sanchez on a grounder out to short, and ended the inning by getting Joe Urshela to ground out to second. The tone of this game changed dramatically when Masahiro Tanaka, who had been brilliant in the first 2 innings, suddenly couldn't get an out. And George Springer, who has been slumping for most of the postseason, got his 2nd crucial home run against the Yankees. Tanaka was in trouble immediately. He walked Robinson Chirinos and then gave up a single to Josh Reddick. Springer made him pay for those base runners by blasting a 408-foot homer to left center that came off his bat at 110 mph. The next batter, Jose Altuve, hit a soft grounder to short and then motored to first for an infield single, just barely beating Didi Gregorius's throw, and Michael Brantley singled to right, sending Altuve to third. Alex Bregman's grounder back to the mound got Altuve caught in a rundown and, just like in Game 3, Houston showed some base running savvy by getting its runners to second and third while the Yankees chased down the Astros' speedy second baseman between third and home. Tanaka got Yuli Gurriel to pop out to right, shallow enough that Brantley was not able to score, and Jotham Alvarez popped out to left to end the inning. Staked to a lead, Zach Greinke responded well. He struck out Aaron Hicks, got Gleyber Torres to fly out to right, and struck out Edwin Encarnacion to end the inning. The second inning saw both Masahiro Tanaka and Zach Greinke improve their efficiency from the first inning, and the score remained 1-0 Yankees. Tanaka retired the leadoff batter, Yuli Gurriel, on a liner to center and got Jotham Alvarez to ground out on a sharply hit ball to second, with Alvarez very nearly beating the slow throw to first from Gleyber Torres. Tanaka then struck out Carlos Correa to complete the 1-2-3 inning. Greinke needed 1 pitch to get Joe Urshela to pop out to short, but he allowed a 1-out single to left from Didi Gregorius. DJ LeMahieu hit a soft chopper to first, slow enough that Gurriel had no play at second, and settled for just 1 out at his own base. That brought Aaron Judge up with a runner on second and 2 outs, but Greinke was able to strike him out to end the threat. The Yankees got Jarrett Cole to tie his career high with 5 walks in Game 3, and they already have Zach Greinke up to 3 after 1 inning of Game 4. The third forced in a run home, giving the Yankees a 1-0 lead. The top half of the inning was quiet. After retiring George Springer on a liner to short and Jose Altuve on a soft fly to right, Masahiro Tanaka walked Michael Brantley. Just 2 pitches later, he was out of the inning thanks to Alex Bregman popping out to short. In the bottom half of the inning, DJ LeMahieu drew a leadoff walk before Aaron Judge hit a sharp grounder to short that Carlos Correa was able to flip to second for an out. The Yankees' surprise number 3 hitter, Aaron Hicks, hit a bloop to shallow right that baffled Houston's defense, falling to the ground just out of Correa's reach, putting runners at first and second. Gleyber Torres did Greinke a favor, popping out to first on the first pitch he saw, but then Greinke suddenly could not throw a strike. He walked Edwin Encarnacion to load the bases and then sent a run home with a 4-pitch walk to Brett Gardner. Greinke got out of the inning by striking out Gary Sanchez, but the 28-pitch inning was certainly not what the former Cy Young Award winner was hoping for. Yankees 1 DJ LeMahieu 1B 2 Aaron Judge RF 3 Aaron Hicks CF 4 Gleyber Torres 2B 5 Edwin Encarnacion DH 6 Brett Gardner LF 7 Gary Sanchez C 8 Joe Urshela 3B 9 Didi Gregorius SS Masahiro Tanaka P Astros 1 George Springer CF 2 Jose Altuve 2B 3 Michael Brantley LF 4 Alex Bregman 3B 5 Yuli Gurriel 1B 6 Jotham Alvarez DH 7 Carlos Correa SS 8 Robinson Chirinos C 9 Josh Reddick RF Zach Greinke P. A full day of rain in New York on Wednesday pushed Game 4 back by 1 day, scrambling the pitching situation for both clubhouses. The Yankees and Astros both were most likely set to use a bullpen day on Wednesday, with their top starters low on rest. But with the extra day in between games, the Yankees will start Masahiro Tanaka and the Astros will send out Zach Greinke. It's a rematch of Game 1, when Tanaka outdueled Greinke. Both starters lasted 6 innings, with Tanaka holding the Astros to 1 hit and no runs, while Greinke gave up 7 hits and 3 runs in an eventual 7-0 Yankees win. The Yankees will hope Tanaka can again eat up innings tonight, as the prospect of 4 games in 4 days, if the series goes to 7 games, complicates their heavy reliance on the bullpen. The Yankees could desperately use a win tonight not just to avoid a 3-1 deficit in the series, but because Justin Verlander and Jarrett Cole are looming in Game 5 and a potential Game 6. Verlander held the Yankees to 5 hits and 2 runs over 6 2/3 innings in the Astros' 11-inning Game 2 win, and Cole held them scoreless over 7 innings in an impressive Game 3 performance. The Astros have dealt with accusations of sign stealing in the past and they returned after Houston seemed to avoid Luis Severino's breaking pitches in Game 3, but manager A.J. Hinch brushed off the growing suspicion that his team seemed almost too locked in on Yankees pitchers like James Paxton and Severino. Hinch wrote off the entire issue as a case of pitch tipping rather than sign stealing. "If you don't want us to know the pitch is coming," Hinch said on Thursday, "don't do something that demonstrates what pitch you're going to pitch or what you're going to throw." Yankees manager Aaron Boone also played down the matter on Thursday, saying his pitchers were trying to avoid tipping their pitches as they had all year. "It's just part of something we do all season long," he said. "We're confident that we're buttoned up in a lot of ways and I really don't think it's much of an issue." Adam Ottavino, a reliever known for his outstanding slider, was signed by the Yankees last off-season for $9 million a year despite the team already having pitchers who could reasonably be considered 7th, Zach Britton, 8th, Dellin Betances, and 9th inning, Aroldis Chapman, relievers. Ottavino was seemingly the luxury of luxuries, as he had a 1.90 ERA in 73 appearances during the 2019 regular season, and he easily stepped into the gap created by an injury to Betances. Over the last 2 games, however, he has become a liability. He has faced 6 batters between the 2 appearances and he has only recorded 1 out while being charged with 3 earned runs. Considering the Yankees' heavy usage of their bullpen, Ottavino will need to figure out things quickly, as it's an all-hands-on-deck situation for the remainder of the series. Giancarlo Stanton, who has not played since straining his right quadriceps in Game 1, will not be in the starting lineup Thursday night but will be available off the bench as a pinch hitter, manager Aaron Boone said. considering the woeful offensive contributions in this series from Gary Sanchez, .154 on-base plus slugging percentage, Didi Gregorius, .167, Brett Gardner, .308, and Edwin Encarnacion, .381, the Yankees could really use Stanton's bat as soon as possible to combat Houston's top-tier pitching.